How you doing, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about the only three pieces of advice you will ever need to succeed. A lot of you guys always ask me what I would give as far as advice to my younger self, and this is it. So let's go ahead and get started. Over the weekend, a lovely young lady was staying with me. On Sunday evening, the talk naturally turned to the topic of Monday. What do you think she said to me? She said, "Ugh, I hate Mondays." To which I replied with the truth. I love Mondays. It's my favorite day of the week. To which she replied, many times over, I hate Mondays. I hate Mondays. In another life, I would have joined her with her Monday morning complaining. In another life, I hated Mondays as much as anyone. The problem with Monday, you see, is not that you have to go back to work, is that you have sold your soul to the devil, and now you must pay your due. For that pittance of a paycheck and job security, and all that baloney you have given up your soul for. Most people do not think there is any other option except to go to work and make a living. My own family certainly never taught me there was anything better or another way to make a livable wage. I was taught the same thing all of you were taught. Go to college, get a job, buy a house, save for retirement. When you are retired, then you can live a nice life. My thought was always, retirement at 65? I have to wait that long to be free? Man, I hate Mondays. Of course, that was all before I opened my eyes to reality. College is a joke and a waste of time. Jobs are for suckers, and all of it is a sham. The people who have given you this advice aren't necessarily liars, but they are delusional and weak. So friends, today I'm going to give you the only three pieces of advice you will ever need to succeed in life. Number one, have a reason to need success. You must have a need to succeed, not a want or a hope or a wish, a fucking need. Personally, I never liked the feeling of selling my soul for a pittance while making other smarter people richer. I never liked having bosses and superiors who were incompetent. I never liked authority. I never liked attending HR diversity trainings. I never liked having to explain why I was 6 minutes late. I never liked being stuck in traffic at 8:30 a.m. and again at 5:30 p.m. I never liked following stupid rules that made no sense, and I never liked calling in sick with some fake excuses. Now, if you replace the phrase never liked with psychotically hated, then you get the sense of my need to break free. Your reasons can be anything. My reasons just happen to be my disdain for working for dumb people. But make no mistakes, friends. You do need a reason. And not just a want or a wish. There has to be something there that drives you. And if nothing drives you, then you aren't going to be an entrepreneur. Number two, pick one thing and stick to it. Multitasking, the act of concentrating on many things at the time but never focusing on one thing, is a surefire way to mediocrity and failure. You must pick one thing, one area, and focus on that one thing with all the intensity and focus you can acquire. It is always one thing that makes the first money for an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs don't try 15 things and make money, at least not when they start. They start with one thing and one thing only, and they work until it is done and they have a nice payday. You can't throw 15 things at the wall and hope one sticks. You throw one thing at the wall as many times as you need until it sticks. Entrepreneurship requires focus. Focus can only be achieved on one thing at a given time. It's not even worth trying to multitask until you are earning dough from your one thing. Pick one thing and one thing only and work it until it produces. After you have cashed in on your one thing is when you can branch out into other areas, but only after you receive the regular income from your one thing. Obviously, you will want to do some homework and research and pick the best one thing you can pick. After you have picked it, move on to advice number three. Number three, make a commitment to success. You have probably heard your girlfriend talking about commitment, or more likely, you have heard girls on the television talking about commitment. They are right, in a way. You do need to make a commitment, but not to some little dumb girl, but to yourself and your life and your business. You must give yourself 150% to whatever it is that you are pursuing. In this case, you are pursuing a business that provides you with enough income to never work a soul killer, soul stealer job ever again. You will only ever find success or talent through something you've given yourself completely to. The fellas up on the stage shredding the guitars didn't get there by practicing 3 days per week, 1 hour per session. They played their guitars from morning until night for years. Those Hollywood actors didn't step into one audition and get famous. They worked at it for years before they got their big break. Overnight successes can take up to 15 years to achieve. Rich people are notorious for having little to no contact with their children. That's because you can't make two commitments of your time. Only one thing can take up most of your time if you are to achieve extreme success. Obviously, most people aren't going to become wealthy, and this is an extreme example. But I hope you get the point. Make that commitment, friend. Say to yourself, this is it. This is all there is or ever will be. This will work or I will die. And that's exactly what I told myself when I opened up my shop. I didn't have a safety net. There was nothing else. I burned all my bridges and I put everything into my shop. And 6 years later, I was able to do something big with it. I was able to get out of it on the right end. I sold it and I was able to break free. I gave it all. For years, I committed to it. And now I can do whatever I want. I can make YouTube videos, I can build cars, I can travel, I can relax. But it wasn't until I committed to one thing and focused on it that I was able to succeed. So what's going to be for you? Are you going to focus on one thing, or are you going to be going back and forth? Are you going to stay at your job where you know you could do better and you can fulfill your potential? Or are you going to waste it? It's up to you guys. I've given you guys a roadmap. It's all there, and it's coming even more. I'm gonna give you guys even more specifics. So make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you liked about the video. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. If you have, please leave a like or a comment. It really does help. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.